The 4 most common morning mistakes people over 70 make, and how to fix them. Welcome to Timeless Wisdom, where we explore life's greatest challenges through the lens of Buddhist philosophy, offering deep insights and practical wisdom to enhance your daily life. If you're new to our channel, we're so glad you're here, and if you've been with us before, welcome back. Today, we're diving into a topic that touches us all: how our seemingly harmless morning habits might be impacting our health, especially as we grow older. Have you ever wondered how the small choices you make when you first wake up could influence your entire day? What if I told you that something as simple as how you get out of bed, or the first thing you consume in the morning, could set off a chain of events that affect not only your physical health but also your emotional well-being? Sounds a bit alarming, doesn't it? But don't worry, by the end of this video, you'll be equipped with the tools to transform your mornings into a more mindful and healthy experience. But here's the catch: as we age, many of us fall into habits that seem harmless but actually place our health at great risk. The reality is, after the age of 70, our bodies become more vulnerable to small changes in routine. These mistakes might feel natural, or even insignificant, but over time, they can take a toll on our physical and mental well-being. Let me ask you this: have you ever gotten out of bed too quickly and felt a dizzying sensation? Or perhaps experienced stomach discomfort shortly after drinking coffee on an empty stomach? If you have, you're not alone. In fact, many people over 70 unknowingly fall into these habits. But the real question is, are these habits really as harmless as we think? Or could they be silently sabotaging our health? Now here's where it gets interesting. What if I told you that Buddhist wisdom, a practice that has been guiding people for thousands of years, holds the key to avoiding these common morning pitfalls? Buddhism teaches us to approach life with mindfulness, patience, and respect for the body, offering a deep understanding of how our physical actions are intertwined with our mental state. By applying these principles, we can shift our morning routines to support our health, both physically and spiritually. Throughout this video, we're going to uncover 4 critical mistakes people often make in the morning, particularly as they get older, that might be damaging their health in ways they don't even realize. But more importantly, we'll explore how simple adjustments, grounded in Buddhist teachings, can help protect and nurture your body, leading to a healthier, more mindful day ahead. Before we dive in, I have a question for you. Do you believe that your morning routine directly impacts your health? Do you think that small changes, like stretching or hydrating first thing, could improve your daily life? Type 1 if you believe small morning habits can make a big difference, or 2 if you think it's just a matter of aging naturally and nothing can really change. Leave your answer in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and start a conversation about this. But wait, don't go anywhere. Stick with me until the end, because the last morning mistake we're going to discuss is one that almost no one talks about. But it's one of the most dangerous. And you won't want to miss how Buddhist wisdom can help you avoid it. Are you ready? Let's jump in. Mistake 1. Getting out of bed too quickly, the hidden danger you might not realize. It's something many of us do without a second thought, jumping out of bed and starting our day as quickly as possible. We've got work to do, errands to run, and people to see. The idea of taking time to wake up slowly seems foreign, like something reserved for vacations or lazy Sundays. But for older adults, this seemingly harmless habit can be far more dangerous than we realize. The act of getting out of bed too quickly can trigger dizziness, drops in blood pressure, and even lead to serious falls. This is a critical issue, particularly for those over 70, who may experience the effects more acutely. But why is this so dangerous? As we age, our bodies don't adjust to changes in position as rapidly as they did when we were younger. When we lie down for an extended period, as we do during sleep, the blood in our body pools in the lower extremities. Our circulatory system struggles to redistribute that blood quickly when we rise, leading to a condition known as orthostatic hypotension, a sudden drop in blood pressure upon standing. The result? Dizziness, lightheadedness, and if you're not careful, a fall that could cause serious injury. The science behind it: understanding the body's response. To understand the issue more deeply, let's take a look at what's happening physiologically. When you get out of bed too quickly, the body's autonomic nervous system responsible for controlling involuntary functions like heart rate and blood pressure takes a little longer to adjust. This delay in circulation is more pronounced as we age, and it causes the heart to struggle with pumping blood upwards toward the brain, leaving you vulnerable to dizziness or fainting. It's not just a random inconvenience, it's a failure in the body's regulation system that can become a serious hazard if ignored. Now, imagine yourself in Edward's shoes. Edward, a 74-year-old man, had been getting up the same way every morning without thinking. One day, he swung his legs over the side of the bed, stood up quickly, and within moments, everything went black. For a split second, he lost consciousness and almost fell. Thankfully, he stumbled back into his bed, but it was a wake-up call. This experience led him to rethink his entire morning routine. What had always felt like a simple action, standing up quickly, could now be life-threatening. This was Edward's moment of mindfulness, an instance where his body's needs demanded respect. In the Buddhist tradition, mindfulness is not just a practice to be applied during meditation but in every moment of our lives, including how we treat our own bodies. Buddhism teaches us to pay attention, to be aware of the body and its limitations. Through this lens, getting up too quickly is not just a mistake of physicality but also a failure of mindfulness. The Buddhist connection: mindful movement. Buddhism places a high value on mindful action. Every movement we make, whether in meditation or in our daily lives, should be made with intention, presence, and awareness. Edward's experience serves as a perfect example of how mindfulness can be a powerful tool in preventing harm. If he had paused for just a few seconds, taken a few deep breaths, wiggled his toes, or gently stretched his legs, the blood would have had time to circulate more evenly throughout his body, reducing the risk of dizziness or fainting. This simple, mindful action is something that can be practiced by anyone, especially older adults. It's about acknowledging the body's needs and giving it time to adjust before diving headfirst into the chaos of the day. A practical change: how to safely get out of bed. Now that we understand the science and the philosophical framework, let's get into the practical steps that can help avoid this dangerous mistake. The solution is simple but effective. Instead of rushing into your day, make it a habit to ease into your morning routine. Here's a 3-step process to start your day safely. 1. Pause for a moment. When you wake up, before you even attempt to get out of bed, pause for a few seconds. Take a few deep, mindful breaths. You might not realize it, but this simple act helps oxygenate the brain and body, preparing you for movement. It also sets the tone for a slower, more intentional start to your day. 2. Wiggle your toes and fingers. Gently move your toes and fingers. This helps stimulate blood flow in your extremities and starts the process of waking up your circulatory system. It's a small act, but one that can make a significant difference in how you feel when you stand. 3. Roll onto your side slowly. Instead of immediately sitting up, roll onto your side first. Let your body naturally adjust to the change in position. Once you're lying on your side, take another deep breath. Then, slowly push yourself into a sitting position, keeping your feet on the floor. This gradual shift allows your body to adjust and reduces the chances of dizziness or fainting when you stand up. The importance of slowing down, a reflection on Edward's experience. Edward's story isn't just a cautionary tale, it's a reminder of the importance of slowing down in our daily lives. As we grow older, time seems to move faster, and the pressure to keep up with the demands of life intensifies. But in the rush, we forget one fundamental thing: our bodies need care and respect. Edward, after his close call, began to incorporate mindfulness into his mornings. He took the time to breathe, stretch, and gently awaken his body before standing. These small, intentional changes in his routine made a world of difference in how he felt throughout the day. Not only did he prevent dizziness, but he also noticed increased energy and a greater sense of calm, even in the most stressful moments of his day. This is the power of mindfulness, not just in meditation, but in every moment. When we start our day with mindfulness, we set the stage for a more balanced, centered, and intentional life. What you can learn from Edward's story. Edward's story serves as a powerful lesson in the importance of respecting your body's needs. It's easy to take our morning routines for granted, but those seemingly small actions like rushing out of bed can have profound consequences. By incorporating just a few moments of mindfulness into your morning, you can significantly reduce the risk of injury and create a stronger connection to your body. What can we take away from this? The first and most important lesson is awareness. Awareness of your body, its limitations, and its needs is essential for both physical health and mental well-being. Edward's experience teaches us that even a simple act, like getting out of bed, requires mindfulness. It's a reminder that every moment in life is an opportunity to be present, to connect with our bodies, and to move with intention. Final thoughts: start your day the mindful way. The next time you wake up, try to remember Edward's story and the steps to get up safely. Take a few moments to breathe, stretch, and gently awaken your body before moving on with your day. It's a small change, but over time, it can make a world of difference in your physical health, your mental clarity, and your overall sense of well-being. By embracing mindfulness and slowing down in the mornings, you're not only protecting your physical health but also cultivating a deeper connection to yourself. This practice of mindfulness in the morning can be the key to living a longer, healthier, and more balanced life. So, the next time you open your eyes, don't rush to jump out of bed. Take a moment to breathe and stretch. Your body will thank you for it. Mistake 2. Skipping water in the morning, the hidden health risk you're overlooking. Dehydration is a subtle yet pervasive issue, especially among older adults, that many people overlook, particularly in the morning. When you wake up after a night of rest, your body is naturally in a state of mild dehydration. Despite this fact, many people make the mistake of ignoring hydration first thing in the morning, often turning straight to coffee or skipping fluids altogether. However, for older adults, this seemingly trivial habit can have serious consequences. Dehydration can contribute to poor circulation, increased blood pressure, and even raise the risk of stroke or heart attack. You might think of hydration as something that's important after a workout or during a hot summer day. But what about after hours of sleep, when your body has been in a stationary position, without fluid intake for many hours? The body needs water to function properly, and failing to replenish the fluids lost overnight can have a significant impact on your health. The science behind dehydration, why hydration matters first thing in the morning. After several hours of sleep, your body has used up much of its water reserves to support vital functions like breathing, digestion, and circulation. Even though you haven't been physically active, your body loses water through respiration and even sweat. This can leave you slightly dehydrated when you wake up, which is why it's so important to rehydrate first thing in the morning. Failing to do so means your body's systems circulatory, digestive, and even cognitive won't function optimally. When you're dehydrated, your blood becomes thicker, making it harder for your heart to pump oxygen and nutrients through your body. As a result, your blood pressure may increase, and your heart will work harder than necessary. This added stress can lead to feelings of fatigue, dizziness, and confusion. And over time, chronic dehydration can contribute to more serious health issues, such as cardiovascular problems, kidney stones, and even cognitive decline. Buddhist wisdom on hydration, nourishing the body is part of our whole being. In Buddhist philosophy, there's a deep understanding of interconnectedness. Everything in the universe, including our body, is part of a greater whole. Just as we would never neglect our spiritual practice or self-care, we should treat our physical body with the same respect and reverence. Just as we nourish our minds through meditation, mindfulness, and contemplation, we should also nourish our bodies through proper care, including hydration. In Buddhism, there is a principle known as right action, which encourages us to make conscious choices that benefit both ourselves and others. Hydrating first thing in the morning is an act of self-care, a small but powerful choice that can help maintain our health. It's a form of gratitude for the body's wisdom, a reminder to honor the vessel that carries us through life. When we hydrate, we not only replenish the body's fluids, but we also show respect for the natural rhythms of life. Just as mindfulness practices encourage us to be aware of our thoughts and actions in the present moment, we can also bring this mindfulness to how we treat our body. Drinking water in the morning, with intention and presence, becomes a form of mindful self-care, a simple, yet impactful ritual that can set the tone for the rest of the day. The case of James, a real-life example of the power of hydration. Take the story of James, a 76-year-old man who, like many of us, started every morning with coffee. It was his routine for decades. Wake up, grab a cup of coffee, and start the day. For years, he didn't give it a second thought. But as he grew older, he began experiencing consistent dizziness, fatigue, and brain fog in the mornings. At first, he attributed it to the natural process of aging. After all, who doesn't feel a little more sluggish as they get older? However, things weren't getting better. James's doctor suggested he try drinking water first thing in the morning before having his coffee. At first, it seemed like a small and insignificant change. But after a few weeks, James noticed a marked improvement in how he felt. His dizziness became less frequent, his energy levels improved, and his focus and alertness were sharper. It wasn't magic, it was the simple act of hydrating properly. James's story illustrates a critical point. Hydration is a cornerstone of health that is often overlooked, particularly in the morning. When we neglect it, we are ignoring a fundamental need of the body that can have serious consequences. James's improved well-being after hydrating in the morning is a testament to the power of something as simple as water. It's a small change, but it can make a world of difference in how you feel physically, mentally, and emotionally. The impact on the body, how hydration can improve your health. Hydrating first thing in the morning is not just about quenching thirst. It's about supporting your body's natural functions. Proper hydration helps maintain healthy blood circulation, aids in digestion, supports kidney function, and keeps your skin glowing. Additionally, water is essential for flushing out toxins that accumulate in the body overnight, ensuring that your internal systems are operating at their best. Here's how drinking water in the morning benefits different aspects of your health. 1. Improved circulation. Hydration helps thin the blood, making it easier for the heart to pump oxygen and nutrients to vital organs. It also prevents the thickening of blood, which can lead to increased blood pressure. 2. Enhanced cognitive function. Even mild dehydration can affect your ability to concentrate and think clearly. Drinking water helps improve focus, memory, and mental clarity, perfect for starting your day with a sharp mind. 3. Better digestion. Water plays a key role in the digestive process. It helps break down food and allows nutrients to be absorbed efficiently. Starting your day with water ensures that your digestive system gets off to a good start. 4. Detoxification. Throughout the night, your body works hard to eliminate toxins and waste products. Drinking water in the morning helps flush out these waste products, promoting healthier kidneys and clearer skin. 5. Increased energy. When you're dehydrated, you may feel sluggish, tired, or fatigued. Water helps replenish your energy levels, giving you the strength to tackle the day ahead. How to hydrate effectively. Simple tips for a healthier morning routine. The key to reaping the full benefits of hydration is to make it a part of your daily routine. The process is simple and doesn't require major changes. Here are some tips to help you get started. 1. Start small. Don't feel like you have to drink an entire bottle of water right away. A small glass of water will do the trick. Your body will gradually absorb the liquid and begin to rehydrate. 2. Warm water with lemon. If you prefer warm beverages, start with warm water with a slice of lemon. The warm temperature helps soothe the digestive system, and the lemon provides a dose of vitamin C. 3. Make it a habit. Place a glass of water by your bedside the night before, so it's the first thing you see when you wake up. This visual reminder will help reinforce the habit and ensure that you drink water as soon as you wake up. 4. Hydrate gradually. Drink water slowly rather than chugging it all at once. This allows your body to absorb the fluids more efficiently. 5. Avoid coffee or tea immediately. While a cup of coffee or tea might be your usual morning ritual, avoid these beverages until after you've hydrated. Coffee and tea are diuretics, meaning they can actually contribute to dehydration if consumed before drinking water. The mindfulness of hydration, a lesson from Jame's story. The transformation that Jane experienced is a powerful reminder that small, intentional changes in our daily habits can lead to profound improvements in our health. Hydration isn't just about drinking water, it's about taking a mindful moment to care for the body. Jame's story shows us that it's never too late to start taking better care of ourselves, and that sometimes the simplest changes, like drinking water in the morning, can have the biggest impact. By incorporating mindfulness into our morning routines, whether it's drinking water or engaging in other acts of self-care, we begin to cultivate a deeper connection with our bodies. This connection is the foundation of good health, and it's a practice that supports not just physical well-being, but mental and emotional wellness as well. Conclusion: a simple habit for better health. It's easy to overlook the importance of hydration, especially when we are busy or in a rush to start the day. However, the simple act of drinking water in the morning is a powerful tool that can improve circulation, boost energy, enhance cognitive function, and support overall health. The next time you wake up, make a conscious decision to hydrate before anything else. By doing so, you'll be taking a small but significant step toward a healthier, more energized you. So, take a moment tomorrow morning to appreciate the power of water. Your body will thank you for it. 3. Mistake 3. Drinking coffee before eating, a hidden culprit behind digestive struggles. For many people, coffee is an essential part of their morning routine. The rich aroma, the warmth, the ritual of brewing that first cup, it's almost synonymous with starting the day. It's a comforting, energizing boost that people rely on to kickstart their day. Especially when sleep feels too short and the to-do list feels too long. But what if I told you that your morning cup of coffee might be doing more harm than good? Particularly when you drink it on an empty stomach. For older adults, in particular, the practice of consuming coffee first thing without eating can trigger a series of unfortunate health consequences. Coffee's hidden danger: the impact on your body. While coffee provides a quick energy jolt, it also stimulates the production of cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone. In the short term, this can cause an increase in alertness. But it also sets off a cascade of reactions in the body that might not be as desirable as you think. When consumed on an empty stomach, coffee can lead to a spike in cortisol levels, which can increase anxiety, disrupt digestion, and elevate stress levels, especially in those who are already susceptible. But there's more. The acidity of coffee, when introduced to an empty stomach, can irritate the digestive system. Our stomachs are designed to produce gastric acid to help break down food. However, when there's no food to digest, the acid can start to irritate the stomach lining, leading to discomfort such as acid reflux, heartburn, or indigestion. This scenario becomes even more problematic for older adults, whose digestive systems may already be more sensitive. With age, the production of gastric acid and the ability to break down food may slow, making the stomach more vulnerable to irritation. This simple, everyday act, drinking coffee on an empty stomach, could be the root of digestive discomfort that many seniors experience without even realizing its cause. The Buddhist perspective: mindfulness in nourishment. From a psychological and cultural standpoint, we can look at this issue through the lens of Buddhist mindfulness. Buddhism encourages us to live with mindfulness and moderation, not only in our thoughts and actions but also in how we treat our bodies. Just as we take time to meditate and nourish our minds, we should give equal care and attention to nourishing our physical bodies. In Buddhist teachings, the concept of balance is fundamental. Balance in one's actions, thoughts, and daily routines. When it comes to food and drink, the principle of right action reminds us that we should not indulge excessively in things that are harmful, nor should we neglect things that nourish us. This extends to our consumption of food and drink. Eating before drinking coffee allows the body to be nourished before being subjected to the stimulating and potentially harsh effects of caffeine. Consider that our bodies are interconnected systems, and what we put into them impacts how they function. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach disrupts this delicate balance. Just as rushing through a meditation practice can disrupt the peace and clarity we seek. The idea here is to avoid extremes and find moderation, much like the middle way advocated in Buddhist philosophy. So, before we rush for that cup of coffee, it's important to pause and reflect on what our body needs. The story of Robert, a real-life example of the dangers of drinking coffee first. Let's consider Robert, a 75-year-old man who had been following a well-worn morning ritual for years, a cup of black coffee before anything else. It was the first thing he reached for after waking up. However, as time went on, Robert began to notice discomfort he had never experienced before. Frequent acid reflux became a regular part of his mornings. He chalked it up to aging, assuming that his digestive system was simply slowing down, as it often does with age. But the discomfort grew worse, and he started to feel fatigued throughout the day, his mind a bit foggy. It wasn't long before Robert realized that something had to change. Eventually, Robert sought medical advice. After a thorough consultation, his doctor pointed out a key issue: drinking coffee on an empty stomach. His doctor explained that coffee, particularly when consumed without any food, could irritate the stomach lining, leading to acid reflux. The acidity in the coffee aggravated his digestive system, and his body responded by producing more acid in an attempt to process it. The result? Digestive distress and a general feeling of unease, particularly in the mornings. But there was good news. Robert's doctor suggested a simple fix: have a small snack before his coffee. At first, Robert was skeptical. How could a small snack make such a big difference? But he decided to try it anyway. He began having a small banana or a handful of almonds before reaching for his coffee. Within a week, Robert noticed a significant difference. His acid reflux lessened, he had more energy, and his digestion felt much smoother. What's more, he found that drinking coffee after a snack didn't give him the same jittery feeling he had experienced before. Instead, he felt balanced, calm, and more alert. The benefits of eating before drinking coffee. What Robert discovered is something that many people overlook: balance is key. It's not about giving up coffee altogether. After all, coffee in moderation can be part of a healthy lifestyle. But the timing and context matter. Drinking coffee after eating ensures that your digestive system is supported and not overwhelmed. Here's why eating before drinking coffee can improve your morning routine. 1. Stabilizes blood sugar. Eating before drinking coffee helps regulate your blood sugar levels. Coffee, when consumed on an empty stomach, can cause an initial spike in blood sugar followed by a rapid drop, leaving you feeling tired or jittery. A small meal helps stabilize your blood sugar levels, giving you a more sustained, balanced energy boost. 2. Reduces digestive discomfort. Food in the stomach absorbs some of the acidity in coffee, preventing the stomach lining from being irritated. This reduces the likelihood of acid reflux, heartburn, or indigestion. It's like providing a buffer for your digestive system before it's exposed to caffeine. 3. Prevents caffeine overload. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach can cause the caffeine to be absorbed too quickly, leading to a more intense, sometimes uncomfortable, energy rush. Having food in your stomach allows caffeine to be absorbed more slowly, providing a smoother, more consistent energy increase. 4. Promotes better absorption of nutrients. When you drink coffee before eating, your body's ability to absorb nutrients from food may be impaired. Drinking coffee after a light snack ensures that your body is ready to process the nutrients from your meal effectively. Practical tips for incorporating food into your morning routine. It's clear that eating before drinking coffee can have significant benefits for your digestive health and overall well-being. But what does this look like in practice? Here are some simple tips to help incorporate this change into your daily routine. 1. Start small. Don't feel the need to prepare a big breakfast. A small snack is sufficient to prepare your stomach for coffee. Consider foods like a banana, a handful of nuts, or a small bowl of yogurt. 2. Keep it simple. Choose snacks that are easy to prepare and light on your digestive system. Fresh fruit, a couple of whole grain crackers, or a small piece of toast with almond butter are all great options. 3. Hydrate first. Before you have your snack, start your day with a glass of water. This helps rehydrate your body after hours of sleep and supports your digestive system before any food or drink is introduced. 4. Mind your coffee type. If you prefer black coffee, consider switching to a lighter brew or a less acidic coffee blend. You could also experiment with adding milk or a milk alternative to buffer the acidity. 5. Set a routine. Build this new habit into your morning routine by making it automatic. Keep snacks by your bedside or on the kitchen counter as a reminder, and soon it will become second nature to nourish your body before enjoying your coffee. The mindful approach, a balanced morning ritual. Incorporating these changes into your morning routine isn't just about avoiding digestive issues. It's about cultivating a more mindful approach to how we treat our bodies and our minds. By nourishing yourself first, you are sending a message of self-care and respect to your body. Just as you might practice meditation or mindfulness to calm your mind, you can also practice mindfulness in your approach to food and drink. This shift in how we treat our bodies doesn't need to be drastic. Like Robert's experience, it can be a small change with profound benefits. Start your day with balance, awareness, and gratitude for your body, and you'll find that your energy and digestion improve, making it easier to approach the day ahead with clarity and calm. So, tomorrow morning, before you grab that cup of coffee, consider taking a moment to eat a small snack. Your body will thank you for it, and you'll notice a positive shift in how you feel throughout the day. Mistake 4. Ignoring morning stiffness and moving too quickly, the hidden dangers of rushing through your morning routine. As we age, it's natural for our bodies to go through certain changes. One of the most common and often overlooked changes is the stiffening of our joints. This morning stiffness is something that many seniors experience, but it's also something that's often ignored or brushed aside. We wake up, feel the discomfort, and then continue our day, rushing into our routines as if nothing has changed. However, this habit of moving too quickly without properly warming up can lead to injuries, pain, and in severe cases, even falls. As we'll explore in this discussion, it's crucial to understand the psychological, physical, and emotional implications of this mistake, and how making simple adjustments in the morning can dramatically improve our health and well-being. The psychology of morning stiffness, why we ignore it. There's a psychological reason why we often overlook morning stiffness. We're in a hurry. Most of us wake up to a world that demands our attention immediately: emails to answer, tasks to complete, appointments to attend. In these moments, we tend to neglect the signals our bodies send us, like stiffness or discomfort, because we're focused on getting things done. This behavior is rooted in our culture of productivity and efficiency. In a world that values speed and achievement, we often see slowing down as a sign of weakness or inefficiency. This mindset can be especially true as we get older. Many older adults feel the pressure to maintain an active lifestyle and appear as though they haven't aged, even at the expense of their own physical health. This belief system can lead to people pushing through their discomfort, thinking that if they ignore it long enough, it will go away. However, this approach is not sustainable. Ignoring the body's signals can lead to further stress, more stiffness, and eventually, injury. When we rush to move through our mornings without paying attention to our bodies, we increase the risk of exacerbating the stiffness and even causing damage to our joints and muscles. By developing a more mindful approach to these bodily signals, we can cultivate a healthier and more sustainable morning routine. The role of mindfulness. Buddhist teachings on caring for the body. One of the core principles of Buddhism is the belief that the body is a temple that requires care and attention. Just as we nurture our minds through meditation, mindfulness, and self-reflection, we must also treat our physical bodies with the same respect and mindfulness. Our bodies are not separate from our spiritual selves. They are interconnected, and when we care for them, we nourish our spirits as well. In Buddhist philosophy, mindfulness is not limited to meditation or prayer. It extends to every aspect of our lives, including how we treat our bodies. The Buddha taught that the body is an integral part of our journey toward enlightenment, and that we must treat it with care and awareness. By embracing mindfulness in our physical practices, we can begin to address the discomfort that comes with aging and, in turn, improve our overall health. Mindfulness can be applied in a very simple way in the mornings. Instead of immediately rushing out of bed and starting the day, take a few moments to focus on your body's needs. By incorporating gentle stretches and being present with your physical state, you allow your body to warm up in a way that supports long-term mobility and reduces the risk of injury. This is not just about stretching, it's about taking the time to connect with your body in a meaningful way. The consequences of ignoring morning stiffness, a story of Walter. To truly understand the impact of ignoring morning stiffness, let's consider the story of Walter, a 78-year-old man who experienced a life-changing fall. Walter had always been an active person. He loved going for morning walks, tending to his garden, and staying involved in community activities. But as he grew older, his joints began to stiffen. Every morning, he would wake up feeling tight in his knees, hips, and back, Instead of taking a few minutes to stretch and loosen up, Walter simply pushed through the discomfort. He would roll out of bed, rush to the bathroom, and begin his usual morning routine as quickly as possible, thinking that moving fast would somehow make the stiffness go away. One morning, Walter's usual routine took a dangerous turn. As he rushed to the bathroom, he lost his balance and fell. The fall was severe, and Walter ended up with a broken hip. The injury required months of recovery, physical therapy, and a loss of independence that Walter had never imagined. In hindsight, Walter realized that if he had taken just a few moments to stretch and gently ease into his morning routine, he might have avoided the fall altogether. Had he listened to the signals his body was giving him, he could have reduced his stiffness and improved his balance. But because he ignored these signals, he ended up with an injury that dramatically impacted his quality of life. Walter's story is a powerful reminder of how important it is to take the time to care for our bodies, especially as we age. It's easy to get caught up in the demands of daily life and push through discomfort. But as Walter learned the hard way, taking care of our bodies is not just about preventing pain, it's about protecting our future well-being. The importance of stretching and gentle movements. The good news is that preventing injuries and improving mobility doesn't require a complicated routine. In fact, all it takes are a few simple and gentle movements that can be done in the comfort of your own home. These exercises can be easily incorporated into your morning routine and can make a profound difference in how you feel throughout the day. Here are some simple steps you can take to help your body ease into the morning. 1. Start with deep breathing. Begin by taking a few slow, deep breaths. Inhale deeply through your nose, hold for a moment, and then exhale slowly through your mouth. This helps oxygenate your body and calms your mind. Deep breathing also activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps your body relax and prepares you for movement. 2. Gentle joint circles. Sit on the edge of your bed or stand up slowly. Start by making small circles with your wrists, ankles, and shoulders. These gentle movements help stimulate circulation and warm up your joints, preparing them for more extensive movement. Move in both directions to give your joints a full range of motion. 3. Neck and shoulder stretches. Gently tilt your head from side to side, allowing your neck to stretch and loosen. Rotate your shoulders forward and backward in slow, deliberate circles. These stretches help relieve stiffness in the neck and shoulders, areas that are often prone to tension. 4. Leg stretches. While sitting on the edge of your bed, extend one leg at a time and gently stretch your hamstrings. Lean forward slightly to increase the stretch. You can also rotate your ankles to improve flexibility and reduce stiffness in the lower body. 5. Torso twists. Sitting on the edge of your bed or standing, place your hands on your hips and gently twist your torso from side to side. This motion helps stretch the spine and lower back, which are often tight after sleeping. 6. Mindful movements. Throughout your morning routine, take your time with every movement. Instead of rushing, practice mindfulness by focusing on how your body feels with each stretch and motion. By slowing down, you give yourself the opportunity to listen to your body's needs and adjust accordingly. Building a consistent routine. How to make it work for you. Now that we know how important stretching and gentle movement are for our bodies, the next step is building these habits into your daily routine. Like any new practice, it takes time and consistency. Here are some tips for making morning stretches and mindful movements a part of your routine. 1. Create a routine. Just as you have a regular wake-up time, try to set aside a few minutes each morning for stretching and gentle movements. You can do it as soon as you wake up or after a few minutes of deep breathing and hydration. 2. Start small. If you've never stretched in the morning before, start with just a few minutes. Even 5 minutes of stretching can have a significant impact. As you become more comfortable with the practice, you can gradually increase the time. 3. Listen to your body. Pay attention to how your body feels during each movement. If a stretch feels too intense, ease off. The goal is not to force the body but to gently release stiffness and improve flexibility. 4. Make it a mindful practice. Don't rush through your morning stretches. Instead, focus on the sensations in your body as you move. Notice where you feel tightness and where you feel ease. This mindful approach helps cultivate a deeper connection with your body and enhances the benefits of stretching. 5. Stay consistent. Like any new habit, consistency is key. The more you practice these movements, the easier and more natural they will become. Over time, you'll notice improved mobility, reduced stiffness, and increased energy throughout the day. The benefits of taking time for your body, more than just flexibility. The benefits of taking time to stretch and warm up in the morning go beyond just improving flexibility and reducing stiffness. When we take the time to care for our bodies, we also improve our overall sense of well-being. Here are some additional benefits of morning stretching and mindful movements. 1. Improve mental clarity. Starting your day with mindfulness and stretching can help clear your mind and set a positive tone for the rest of the day. It allows you to focus on the present moment, reducing anxiety and stress. 2. Better posture. Gentle movements and stretches help improve posture by releasing tension in the muscles and joints. Good posture can prevent back and neck pain, which is common as we age. 3. Increased energy. By stimulating circulation and loosening tight muscles, you help boost your energy levels for the day ahead. When you take the time to warm up your body, you start the day feeling more refreshed and invigorated. 4. Enhanced emotional well-being. Mindful stretching helps release emotional tension stored in the body. The act of being present with your body and its sensations can have a calming effect on your mind and promote emotional balance. Conclusion: a simple habit that can change your life. Ignoring morning stiffness and rushing through your routine might seem harmless. But as Walter's story shows, it can have serious consequences. Taking just a few moments to stretch and ease into your day can make a significant difference in how you feel physically, mentally, and emotionally. By adopting a mindful approach to your morning routine, you not only reduce the risk of injury but also improve your overall quality of life. So, the next time you wake up feeling stiff, don't rush through the discomfort. Take a few moments to stretch, breathe, and connect with your body. Your body will thank you for it, and you'll start the day with more energy, confidence, and peace of mind. Conclusion: a mindful start to your day. As we conclude our exploration of the common morning mistakes and the subtle ways they impact our health, it's clear that the solution is simpler than we might think. The changes we've discussed: taking a moment to breathe before getting out of bed, drinking water to rehydrate, eating something light before that first cup of coffee, and gently warming up our joints may seem small, but they can have a profound effect on both our physical and spiritual well-being. Aging is inevitable, but how we approach the process is entirely within our control. And the good news is that we don't need drastic, overwhelming changes to make a big difference. By incorporating mindful practices into our mornings, we set the tone for a day filled with more energy, better health, and a deeper sense of presence. Buddhism teaches us that every moment is an opportunity for mindfulness, and that includes how we start our day. Every action, no matter how small, is an opportunity to practice self-care and gratitude. By slowing down, staying hydrated, nourishing our bodies before we rush into our caffeine fix, and taking the time to stretch and warm up our joints, we can protect ourselves from unnecessary risks and cultivate a healthier, more intentional life. It's easy to overlook the importance of our morning routine. Many of us rush through the early hours of the day without giving much thought to how it might be affecting our well-being. But by becoming more mindful and deliberate in our actions, we can transform our mornings from a time of stress and hurriedness into a time of self-compassion and mindful care. These changes don't need to be complex, but they do require intention and a commitment to the practice of mindfulness. Each moment we spend in mindful awareness, especially in the morning, can ripple out into the rest of our day, affecting how we feel, how we interact with others, and how we experience life. So, let's reflect on the key takeaways from today. The first mistake, rushing to get out of bed without giving your body time to adjust, is easily fixed by slowing down, breathing deeply, and gently waking up your body before moving too quickly. The second mistake, skipping water in the morning, is an easy habit to break by simply drinking a glass of water first thing after you wake up. Third, drinking coffee before eating might be a common practice, but it can cause digestive discomfort. So taking a moment to have a light snack before your coffee can make a big difference. And finally, ignoring morning stiffness can lead to injuries or pain. But taking a few minutes to gently stretch and warm up your body can help maintain your mobility and energy throughout the day. But the question remains, what small change will you make tomorrow morning to improve your health? Maybe you'll take a few deep breaths before jumping out of bed. Or perhaps you'll make it a priority to drink a glass of water before anything else. Whatever it is, we'd love to hear from you. Share in the comments below the small changes you plan to make. Your experiences and reflections can inspire others to embrace more mindful practices and help create a community of people committed to taking better care of themselves, both physically and spiritually. Let's support each other in cultivating healthier mornings and, by extension, a more balanced and fulfilling life. As we continue to explore how mindfulness can improve our daily lives, we encourage you to subscribe to Buddhist Stories for more insightful content on how to approach life with intention and self-compassion. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and share it with others who might benefit from these simple, mindful practices. By sharing, we help spread the message of self-care, mindfulness, and holistic well-being. Remember, even the smallest adjustments can lead to meaningful changes in our lives. So, take it one step at a time, and keep practicing mindfulness in everything you do. We all deserve to live a life that's rooted in peace, presence, and well-being. And if you're wondering what other mindful practices can enhance your life, be sure to stay tuned for our next video, where we'll dive even deeper into the power of mindfulness and how it can transform both our inner and outer worlds. Until then, take a deep breath, go easy on yourself, and let mindfulness guide you into a healthier, more mindful tomorrow. What small change will you make tomorrow morning to improve your health? Let us know in the comments below, and let's start the conversation.